Hello everybody, hello gamers, hello friends. Welcome back to The Infected. We're kicking off Season 2, and we are starting in the beta branch. Generally I don't tend to do beta branch because things can change and you don't always know what's going to change. So we're going to take a look at, the upcoming patch. It seems like it's going to be fairly stable. Like, there's not too much going to change. So we're going to give it a shot. This will be my first time playing a beta branch on any game, really. And like I said, that's just because, like, when I play the game, I like to know that things and systems aren't going to change overnight. And, have to get used to it again. So we're going to have a look at our settings here, in case you want to play along. We don't have autosave enabled. I'm playing with temperature in Celsius because that's what we use up here. 4 seasons. Month length is 60 minutes. Tree spawn enabled. Thunder and lightning disabled. In season 1, we forgot to set that at the start. That will no longer be an issue. We will no longer have thunder and lightning. So this will be a very epileptic friendly series all the way through this time. We're going to have the map icons enabled. I don't know what that does for us. That's a new toggle. So I guess we'll find out. I turn off the head bob. I don't like it. Stat depletion is normal. Sun resistance is enabled, which means we have to actually watch our sun exposure. Free build disabled. No creative building. Technologies. Yes, we need all the techs. And we are not in God mode. Number of spawns in POIs. We're going to start at 5. And I think later in the series, we're going to go ahead and turn that up to 10. But for right now, start of the series, we're going to go with 5. And then we'll make it more difficult once we have something to fall back to. We're not going to change any of the stats. This is all vanilla. For base attacks, these are the guys that come around every few days. We're going to make those predictable. Every 5 days, we're going to have them attack. And that's going to start at day 10. So 10, 15, 20, we're going to have base attacks. We may kick them up a little bit. Horde settings. Now, these are the guys that are random. They're going to start at day 14. And every 3 to 5 days after that, we're going to have another horde. And we're going to do 15 guys. Now, for the record, we can up that to 20 if we want it to be absolute hell and if we hate ourselves. But, yeah. For the wildlife, I'm not changing anything. All of this is vanilla. Let's get into it. And, we'll just name our game. There we go. Season 2. Let's get it started. Really excited for this. As I was saying at the end of the last series, we got a couple things coming in this beta and what will be, I'm sure, the patch once it's made public. First and foremost, we're going to have like freezers, walk-in freezers. That'll be super exciting. Apparently they fit in the town hall, so we'll also be able to, have Mike put our stuff in there and it will freeze and it'll be lovely. And that'll be good. Of course, we have to find Mike. We have to get Mike. We have to, heal Mike. So all that's relative. Now, the one thing I'm super excited about is we're going to have melon crates. And you bet your bottom dollar, and you can take it all the way to the bank. That is probably going to be one of the first things I'm building. I think I already know where we are. Which may or may not be a good thing. But let's just check our map. Okay, so we're not too far from where we want to be. I want to go down here. This is where my base is going to be, although I'm going to go on the other side of the river. On our way, we're going to pick up some rocks and sticks. Just to make sure that we have all the stuff for when we need it. Rock? No. Rock. There we go. we're going to go ahead. We're going to build ourselves a stone axe. There we go. Nice. Already doing well. That was, of course, on the checklist for things that we wanted to have. So we need to go right. Yeah, we want to go right, and then we want to follow the road. I'm keeping this as close to vanilla as I can, because, honestly, that's just the way to go. I think what I'll wind up doing is I will run down to the base, to where I want to have the base. Freaking sweet, man. We got a pumpkin already. Anyway, I will head down to where the base is. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. And I will meet you there once we get to the base location. Alright, guys. So, we are at the entrance of our base. And, well, part of it. This isn't going to be where we actually build, because we're actually going to build across the water, but we're going to come straight out of here and head straight across the water. So why are we doing that? Well, that's a good question. Oh, looks like we can't carry all that. Well, let's eat some of that. Okay, we got some cucumber. Right, so why are we doing that? Why are we building across the water? Well, because across the water we're going to have access to the road right there. And that's important. It's going to be important. It's not important right now, or at least not as important. But it is going to be important. Yeah, let's eat a pumpkin slice. There we go. So for right now, we want to build like right here. So let's start building. Some of you may remember from last season, we wound up okay. Cool. For right now, we're just going to build a basic 2x3 platform, a little bit raised up, and we're going to go from there. And we're going to work on clearing the ground. So, anyway, as I was, I was going on, and I really do. See, there's the new clay mixers right there. I was talking about those at the end of the last series when the update came out. Melon crates. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we're gonna have a firewood stand. Got it. We're gonna have some log stands. We're gonna go boom, 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 just like that, and we're going to have a stick stand. Excuse you. Stick stand. Yeah, okay. And we're just gonna go ahead and pick up all the sticks we can. So why are we building over here? Why not build by the actual cave where we're going to wind up harvesting? Because yes, we're going to wind up harvesting over there, That is absolutely true. However, the road access makes this way more desirable. And let's be honest, we could always build like a bridge, you know, here, and take like the ATV or something over there, use it as a run between. It's not all that hard. It's gonna be super easy, and it'll be a little more fun. You don't necessarily want to live in a cave or at a cave anyway. We are going to build this right up to the water, though. That much you can be assured of. You can fish here, which is the other reason that we want to build right here by the water, or at least start building here by the water, because that's going to be super helpful, super need to do in the not-too-distant future. So, we have our stick stands. We're going to throw all our sticks in here. There we go. And we're just going to start chopping down trees. Oh, you know what else we need? Forgot already. Holy smokes. Guys, it's been so long since I started a new game. Boom, boom, and boom. There we go. Alright. Okay, there we go. And one more little tree ought to do it. And that will give us our saw bench. There we go. Oh, look at that. Alright. We're just gonna keep on carrying on. Alright. Give me that. God, it's so... It's weird. This is one of the few games that I've played where starting new doesn't bother me much. In fact, it's kind of exciting. And I think that's really weird. We're going to go chop down some larger trees here. Come on. Now we do want to we want to get this rolling as quick as possible because unfortunately this is a pretty major wildlife thoroughfare. So you're in contest with like wolves and bears out here. So you don't want to spend too long out by the road because they wander the road. There we go. Some logs. Back to cutting down the little trees. I almost feel like we should be building plank stands already, because we just have so many planks already. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's not bad to have that many planks, but we are absolutely going to need a chest or two, though. So let's get, yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you know what? We'll get 4, because soon enough we are going to need it. Okay. Alright. Yeah, super important to actually build your boxes early. If you don't have enough boxes to hold all your stuff, you're going to be hurting later when you need them and you don't have them. That's okay though. But see, we just started and we've already got a lot of our boxes. We got some logs. Right? It's not hard to get started in this game, and I think that's maybe one of the charms. You know, some games it's like super rocky. It's hard to get started. We're actually sitting really, really pretty here because we got like a pick and a stone axe already. And I got those on the way here. We need 2. There we go. We'll stick seeds in there. We'll stick stone in there. And let's get started building on a couple of these platforms because I'd like to get these built as soon as possible. Don't want to get caught out. Don't want to not have a shelter. That would be bad. That would be really bad. Okay, and we got... There we go. Okay, we need 4 more. Beautiful. Alright, and that should be all the logs we need for now. We are going to cut down a couple larger trees. And we're going to go ahead and just plan for needing those ceilings, which will keep the weather out, of course. And you know, it'll be a good thing. You know, last season we did a lot of stuff. It took us 100 and I think 2 days to complete the game at that point because there was no story mode. Apparently they've introduced aspects of the story mode now, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. I feel like we're gonna have fun with the story mode. Looking forward to it. Love the aspect of the story coming online because honestly the game needed it because it's pretty much the same. It was pretty much the same loop. Go through, gather all the tech, buy all the stuff, build a base, and you're done. And you know you can do that. You could do that pretty quickly. I mean, I know there's YouTubers out there that can in fact do that sort of thing in like 40-50 days. I don't know how they do it, guys. I don't. I mean, I'm just not that fast. I don't move that fast. I don't get from place to place that fast. You know, but if you look at their day timer, it's like, you know, day, you know, 50, 55, somewhere, where they call their series. And I don't know how they do it. I do not know how they do it. I don't. Good for them, though. I mean, you know what? It's not a race. It's really not. We have no more of those. Put that in there. Put those in there. There we go. So yeah, it's not a race. Never was. You know, for me, I like to take my time, plan things out, just generally get stuff done. Fairly quiet like. Now, one thing I do want to try this series, or this season, and I didn't try it last season because we weren't really anywhere near the water. I want to try building the farm plots pretty much right in the water. There was a time where if you put your... Okay, so let's see. Can we put this in here? Sure we can. So let's try and... Yeah, Okay. So we'll put some plants in there. We need some iron, obviously, but we already know how to deal with that, don't we? That's right, because we were dealing with it last season. God, get your head in the game. Last season we were dealing with that. We had lots of planks and stuff. Now I figure let's just have a look real quick and see what the ceilings need for logs. 3 logs per ceiling. So that's 18, and there's 10 per stand. So we'll need those. These can go ahead and give us all the planks. Just come back here. There we go. We're going to throw up some walls. Let's do that. And that. And that. Throw up that. Throw up that. Alright, and then we will do windows. There, 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 and there. And we'll do a door there. We're also going to need to do a ramp. No. There we go. There we go. Nice ramp to get into our house. And throw that in there. We got some boards. Oh, look at that, guys. Looking good already. Placeables. Oh my God, where's the water thing? There it is. We're not quite as on the ball today, though. Because we did want to have those up before the rain. Give me planks. There we go. Alright. Remove the firewood stand in here. And we're actually going to start putting up our ceiling. If you remember last season, we did this in a couple of our outposts. We built partial walls and then just built ceilings because, you know, easier that way. Life is better that way. And the idea here, of course, is to have a dry place that we can chill out and theoretically build a fire, because you need that. Oh my god, where is it? Oh, there it is. Holy smokes, guys. Losing my touch or something. Alright. And I think now's maybe a good time to start moving some of the boxes up here onto the platform. Because, I'm just going to move those up here. Now we are going to do something a little bit different this playthrough, because we're going to actually build like a little balcony. It is going to be a covered one. You know what? I think I like the idea of having like a more rustic balcony. And we're going to have... Oops. I've been playing some other games, guys, so please work with me here. Alright. So... Oh, God, that's not gonna... There we go. You know what? Crap. Yeah. I screwed up because I didn't take into account that I wanted to have a balcony. It's okay, though. The great thing about this game, one of the great things about this game, is you don't need to do it perfect. You really don't. So... And we are going to have a partial cover on this on this deck. Gonna be a partial cover. Stairs, yes. Your pardon, what? I don't understand. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I'll bet you anything. Yeah, okay, so... Okay. So that's okay. That's okay. It means we're gonna waste a bit of resources here getting this built, but it's nothing super. We're out of water. Drink. Eat. Ah, crap. So the way this works is you have to snap the ramp to a foundation in order to place it. After that, you can, unfortunately, pick up all the pieces and there. Okay, so what we want is ramp. And let's actually have stairs. All right. All right, now we need one log. There we go. So yeah, unfortunately it required that we put down a platform at the base here. That's okay. We got it done. And it looks great. Or at least I think it looks great. And I guess since it's my house, I kind of have to think it looks great, don't I? And we're going to throw some water basins out here. These will get moved. These will get moved. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw some ceiling tiles. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to have like a small overhang. Right there. Ah, it's a thing of beauty. Alright. I'm going to start throwing some logs. Ceiling. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. So I guess the goal here is to get the house set up, get the forges down today. Because of course we are going to need iron. We're going to need that quickly. Okay. We got one side done. That's good. Oh, and we're going to need a bed as well. Furniture. Bed just requires 6 planks. That's good, because we ain't got much more than that. Oh, basic bitch bed, how we've missed you. Not really, but well, I mean, we haven't really missed the basic bed, but at least we're a lot more on top of that this season than we were last season. Last season, holy, we almost like passed out or died or whatever because we didn't have a real bed. So, and remember, we're trying to get this done really quickly because day 10 they start attacking our base. So by that point we want to have like rope and everything else. And we're going to need like a workbench and stuff to do that with, so, you know. No room in your backpack. Build this, that, or the other thing. No, I don't want to. You can't make me. Don't tell me what to do. Well, I mean, maybe tell me what to do. I don't know. Stuff call. Alright, we're going to drop those there. Okay, and that is all the logs for our foundations. We're apparently going to need 2 for each of those. There we go. We're going to rest, and then we're going to wake up a little early because we really don't want to to swap days on us right away. Like, we want to get the most out of these first few days that we can. So we're only going to rest until our stamina bar is filled, and then we're going to go back out. That is the way, I think, right now. Okay, something I totally missed, spaced on, whatever you want to call it, last season. So these rations that you start with, I was looking at all the other stuff that you can get, like the rations and everything you can make. As far as I can tell, they are the only source of instant health that the player has access to. So while it may seem counterintuitive to hang on to them, you might actually want to hang on to them. Because I don't think... Yeah, bandages don't restore health. Medicated bandages don't restore health. So it would appear that that is the only source of instant health that we have access to as the player. So that being said, you might actually want to save those. Because they might actually be important. Okay, so we're actually going to break from that for a second. Because very shortly we're going to need food. Unfortunately, the melon and watermelon that I picked on the way here is no good anymore. I'm going to pick that up, throw that down right here. There we go. So, yeah. Do remember that you're going to need to plan for that. We are going to need a stone forge. So once we get all this stuff placed down, guys, we are going to attempt to get started on our looting. So the idea here today will be to get the initial base set up. We're going to go over some of the things that a person might want or need. Fuck, I thought there was a Vambi there. I just swore there was a Vambi there. Right, and we're gonna look at, and we're gonna see if we can guess, just how much this might actually change the game, like just the way we play it. Okay, taking a risk here. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I want to play with that. Because if you look, I think that's an infected right over there. So yeah, this is kind of a hot spot, which, may or may not be good for you. Where's my firewood stand? There it is. Stop it. There we go. Move our sticks inside. We'll just throw them right there. And that's for our firewood. We're going to stand that right there. There we go. Campfire. We are going to move all of our rot, though, over there. And we're going to continue making logs now because, you know, raisins. Morning is breaking on day 2. And we are actually looking really solid here. Finish that foundation. Finish that roof. Finish that wall. Oh, look at that. It's a thing of beauty. Oh, hell yeah, guys. We're doing so good. And we're just gonna... Actually, for now, we're gonna move that right there. Alright. Let's see how far we can get with the planks that we have. I know we're not done, but... Okay. Alright, we're not too far. We're not too far, guys, from having our initial setup done. So far we've used 1 ration, which is not great, admittedly, but it is also not bad. Alright. If you're wondering why it's a haunt spot, I will show you in just a second why this is a bit of a hot spot. Let's throw... Yeah, there we go. Okay, as you can see, there's a building right up there over the hill, right? Right over there. That is the apartment complex. That is like the small city that we go to for loot when we just need a quick smash and grab. And, yeah, it's a hot spot. Like, there's like 2 different spawns there. It's kind of like the small version of the city. We are not quite ready to go there yet, although we could theoretically sneak our way in and maybe get a tech page, a cheeky little tech page. Maybe we'll try that before we quit today. All right, 1 more ceiling. That'll be the last ceiling, or at least it'll be the last ceiling for indoors, I guess. Oops, I goofed. I goofed. This series, we're going to actually, I think, attempt to get all the tech. All of it. And that includes the 25,000 coin tech for the my brain died. Oh my god, guys, my brain died. The 25,000 tech for the mechanical parts. God, that was way more difficult than it needed to be. Way more difficult than it should have been. So we're gonna... This season's gonna push us, guys. But I think we're up to the challenge. I know I am. It's gonna be a little tedious. But that doesn't mean we have to get stuff online. And we are absolutely going to need to get rolling on several things. That's clay. This is stone. Nice. Oh, we're one short. We are going to try, of course, and get some fish rolling at some point. That should be fairly easy. And we'll just start that. We'll grab that too. So these are covered and should not ever need to worry about getting put out by the rain. Should I do 10 guys? Nah, I don't think that's really necessary. I don't think 10's necessary. 10's probably overkill. You know, five will do us pretty good. That'll give us 10 iron fragments per round, per cooking session. 10 is probably pretty good. Throw those in there. Pick up that rock. Pick up that rock. See, this place is great because it has several large boulders nearby. You don't have to go too far for them. And you really don't want to have to travel all that far for them. Look at that. We got 1 iron ingot already worth of fragments. That's actually pretty solid. When you think about it. Plank stand. There we go. We'll put a plank stand right there. There we go. Right, and that is, of course, all in the course of just building our forges. So, you know, we're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Yeah, we're chocolate. That's okay, we'll do the waddle. I don't mind. We should theoretically have enough to not only finish that final forge, but also put some more rocks in all the other forges. So. Cool. Alright. That is the base setup. Like, you know, the initial setup, I mean by the base, not like we are not done base building by any means for this playthrough, but we're gonna go ahead and just make it a little neater, little tighter. And while we're waiting for these to smelt down, you know what? I don't feel like that's going to last. Where's all my? No, stop it. Okay. Just wanted to finish those iron fragments. There we go. So that's 2 iron bars right there that we have. Remember when that wasn't so exciting last season? All right. So we need a drink. We are going to need an anvil for sure. And we are going to need, you know what, I'm going to throw these. Throw those in there so I'm not eating them all the time. Okay, clean water. Drink that. Drink that. Alright. So I should have the anvil unlocked. I'm pretty sure you start with that. Yeah. Okay. So we need 8 planks. And you know what? I'm just going to throw that down over here like it's some sort of fucking blacksmith. And why not? Why shouldn't we put it there, precious? Eight planks. Okay. There we go. And I think, speaking of you know, it being like a blacksmith, there we go. 8, 9, 10. There we go. Stop it. There we go. There we go. Bark and fiber. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 firewood. Hey. Yeah. Alright. There we go. Alright. So we have all that. So now we just need our 5 bars of iron. Let's go smash another rock. Because even after we get finished that 5 iron bars, we're still going to want iron iron left over. No. We're actually going to move these over to... So move that there. Move all those there. And we'll go and get one more boulder, I think. Ought to do it. There we go. Alright. We're going to build a door. Because, you know, we don't like... Okay, that's going to open outwards. That's fine. Sweet. We're going to come over here. We're going to cut down a large tree. So, before we go looting, we're going to want a cart, absolutely. We're going to want, like, a couple of things done before we wind up going trying to do that. So we're just gonna do what we gotta do here, and of course while we're doing other things we're going to be cooking iron. I figure by the end of today we'll look pretty good to go and get other things done. There we go. It seems like each boulder gives you 15 rocks, which is good. There we go. Put all that in there. We're looking pretty good for boards. That's not bad. So we're gonna want a cart. We're probably gonna want at least two. Whether we want them right this second or not is something else. And we're going to want a workbench. Now, there. Sweet. Two of those. 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 Looking good. Nice. Okay. We're actually doing really well here. With 3 more rocks, and I think I saw 3 over here somewhere. We're gonna get some protein. Look at us guys surviving like it's old hat. I mean, it is old hat, to be honest, but... Uh-oh. Spaghetti-O, guys. Get some meat going. go. That's our first 10 iron bars. We need 5 ingots for that. What do we need for the workbench? Just planks and nails. Excellent. And that will allow us to start doing other things. But before we do that... Oh no. Okay. So... yeah, we'll build that first. Let's grab all the planks. Oh, we need one more plank. Because of course we do. Of course we do! So before we get too far in trying to get ourselves set up, we need to remember we need to build those oh, look at that, we got the ingot. Give me that. There's the anvil. Okay, so we need 10. You know what, we're just gonna make all of them because we know we're gonna need them. Alright. We're gonna throw the nails at the carts. That gives us 30. Okay, so 20. So we still need a lot more iron, but that's okay. Every furnace that we run is going to be, or every cycle that we run is going to be 2 iron bars, and that'll be fine. We'll be able to work with that at a pretty good clip. But what I was trying to say is we want to get some of these built. Now I want to yeah, okay. So 2 bars will give us 2.5 planter beds, which is fine. I have no problem with that. That's actually a pretty good ratio. We're going to continue to beef that up. Little tree. Little tree. Yeah, there we go. And we should come back over here. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break the rotation a bit. That's fine. Because we need iron fragments anyway. It's not a big deal. But I do want to get a couple iron bars. I want to finish those planter boxes, and I should be able to finish them with what we've got now, or what we got coming in. I think we're going to call it at the end of day 2, just as a heads up. Oh god, you've got to be kidding me. Oh hell, okay, well, Alright, since we're talking about stone pickaxes at this point, suppose we should be... I suppose we should be crafting a couple few of the heads. Because, yeah, Alright, there's my axe. I actually screwed up. I don't need another one of those. We'll make it 3 stone blades. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Oh, shnikes. That's no good at... Well, that's not good at all. Just take that. We are not playing with a boar, not right now. That is not happening. Ooh, okay. That chicken is just taunting us, though. There you go. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, we are out of protein, guys. Look at that. Good thing we cooked some up, eh? Let's prep the cook pot and stop it. There we go. Okay, we got some. Excellent. There we go. Put those there. Finish those up. Alright. So I'm really excited to see if this works, because I don't know that it will, but I also don't know that it won't. And we got sidetracked. I was trying to give me the damn logs. Thank you. Too used to the iron axe. Too used to the end game axe that takes like half as many swings. Need to get back into the swing of early game. Alright. Eat that. Nice. We're getting there, guys. Only a couple more things left to build. Oh, by the way, I was looking at, tree regrowth in the settings, and it says if it's turned on, they respawn every 4 to 5 days in game. So if you're playing along and you're like, man, I wish the trees would grow back. I want trees closer to my base. They will grow back. They do grow back. There we go. There's our MVP. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at that, guys. We got it. It's in the bag now. Alright, so now we get to see if placing these in the water actually affects whether they're watered or not. And I have no idea. So, let's get some cucumber, we'll get some watermelon and pumpkin. Yeah, they do appear to grow just nicely. Oh, look at that, guys. Yeah, we're fine. We are golden. Oh, that is so good. That feels really good, actually. Okay, so these are... Yeah. Okay. Ooh, you know what we should do? Take that one outside, take that one in. Okay, wow. Oh, look at that. We're actually doing okay. We're doing good. Well, we're doing decent. We built our house. We've got our smelters. And not sure why that's a W stone. But whatever. That should smelt both of those. And that'll bring everything back in sync. Oh. And as the day draws to an end on day 2, we are looking good. We got 5 planters with vegetables, which we will begin, of course, harvesting and you know, replanting and whatever when we can. As long as we can get those to grow, we'll be fine. Next episode, we are going to we're going to throw down some spikes, and then we're going to hit the apartment buildings, because that is the nearest POI to us, which is right there. And then maybe we'll head north from there. But we're not going to fully loot the apartments. We are going to just smash the tech and grab and go. Because we're not quite ready to spend long periods of time in a POI. But we're getting there. We got all the basics, guys. All the basics. Alright. That's going to do us for today. Join us in the next episode. If you're enjoying the series or you want to see more of Season 2, drop a like and a subscribe. It lets me know I'm doing alright. Lets me know I'm doing the right thing. Next episode, we're going to try for 4 tech. We're going to try for it. I can't promise anything. But we're going to try for it, damn it. And we'll see you in the next video. Y'all take care, and don't let the Van Bees bite.